I didn't do the dishes. So, because I did not do the dishes, because I didn't do the dishes, let me go ahead and get started on cleaning the kitchen and making lunch for my kids. But first, I need a coffee. Okay, and I have to put earphones in next to you. I don't know if you can hear me over this running water, but I'm about to. I need coffee. I need coffee. I need coffee. I need coffee. Um, I think I put too much water in. If I did, I can dump it. Well, not dump it, but take some of the coffee out before I put sugar and creamer. Excuse me. In my coffee. Today we're having Green Mountain. It's not much to watch yesterday. Today it's not much. Let me set this up here because the pan that goes to actually is the pan that goes to the dishwasher. Ooh. I need to find a utensil holder, a bigger one, because the one that I want it to be bigger. Now, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I am clumsy. So one morning I was cooking and it was just one of the days. It seemed like I was open this morning, so make this pot for early lunch. Let me put this plant on the oven. I need a step ladder. That's what I need. I'm short and standing on my tippy toes don't always get me to the height of the items that I need. No, I didn't put too much creamer. Water. Yay. Yay me. But today, yesterday I didn't really do anything. I made a recorded video, and instead of me ignoring the emotions and feelings I was having, I literally sat in them and I dealt with them as best as I could. I have a child's eye developing, but, well, draining, so, but, yeah, so my shirt is peach at the top, white, and then gray, so it's like a 3-tone shirt. Me and my cardigans, I just love them. I have a whole mess ton of them. Different colors, materials. Sizes and shapes. I'm using the hazelnut creamer. I do have a caramel creamer to go with this, but I'm feeling hazelnutty this morning. I did put sugar in here, okay. I'm not really a morning person, but I've become used, well, let's just say my body has gotten used to getting up this early in the morning because Jesus, I haven't. And it is a hot mess. Hot mess. Being up this early. Well, technically, I got up at 4:30. I was up at 4:30. I couldn't sleep, so I laid in the bed. By 5, I said, skip it, I'm up. So, I'm up. I got the 2 washed dishes before I pop them in the dishwasher. I have a therapy session today. What else? Yeah, she's gonna be a little disappointed because I was working my work stuff. But she also knew that my mother was coming over to Cincinnati, so I guess instead of one special for me and one for my children, it'll be 2 sessions for me this week and one for my children. So that's that. I do. My kids are in therapy because I sometimes struggle trying to figure out the right things to do as a single parent, especially when my mental health is like clearing up. It's hard to know the right thing. So sometimes I get confused, I become unsure and certain of myself. Like they'll do something that definitely warrants a punishment, and then I'll put them on punishment, and then I feel bad. After we get them talking, I'll ask them why they did it, and then once they gave me the reason, I would really feel like shit. So it got to the point where I would that I would give them their devices as a distraction. But now that they're older, so they can actually express their feelings, and so my kid's father, he pulls a lot of answers. I would say that he's a drama queen. I would say that he's a drama queen. I would call him a bitter baby daddy. I'm saying that based on how he played himself for a while, even prior to, during our relationship, before our breakup. During the breakup, when he got CPS involved, and CPS ended up realizing that he was throwing sunshine at everyone's ass. Words of therapist, the CPS therapist, not mine. But it was funny. But definitely not my choice of words. So, we figured that out, and they had got all the medical records and stuff back for a year, determined that I was not abusing my child, determined that he did in fact have eczema, and that the spotches were in fact from the eczema cream and stuff. So we had been on it at this point. Amir was probably like 3. Amir had been on topic steroids since he was like 6 months. So, and Sean was aware of it. He was aware. And he actually used that house. So yes, so. So, there, at one point, his family was somewhat involved with Floyd, but from what I was told, my knowledge and understanding, everybody got tired of set up the front with his antics and his behavior. So, the grandparents were their hands up, and everybody else did. So when they put their hands up, so I guess that's why my kids, they experienced more of that. None of them in their lives. So that is that, but that's why I have to do it, because it's hard navigating my mind and feeling it. It can be complex and overwhelming. So just to deal with the various changes that we went through and we're going through. Well, first, I originally had got therapy with Amir because I didn't know how to parent him for postpartum. And then the BS with the baby daddy kicked off. And then anything that I wasn't trying to get back with him, or I didn't want to get back with him, he said, let me take this into hypergear. And it was like, sir, I just want to focus on the kids right now. Like, that's it. Let's talk about that for a minute. Things calm down. Of course, he did not like that choice, but what can I do? I need the answers, and I wasn't about to get back with him if he couldn't give me the answers. Because you called CPS, and you called CPS, I'm the financial breadwinner for the entire family. Everything was united. I've been together 7.5 years, and I got a feeling low with you behind me not wanting to give up stability. And if that's the case, then I can't trust you. Then you can't get back together because I can't trust it. The moment that you don't get your way, you gonna try to put our kids into the system. And no, he wasn't trying to get them to take things for his sake. He was trying to get them in the system and just have them there. So, absolutely not. So, that there is why it's just me and my boys. My family, they spread out and they got a history that I don't want to introduce my kids to. They glorify a lifestyle that doesn't exist with ours. Lifestyle. Of course, my family thinks that I'm fucked up, or I'm bougie, or I'm being funny, or conceited, because I don't, there's certain things that I don't let my kids do. Sorry, I'm trying to scrub biscuits off the bottom of this Pyrex pan before it goes into the dishwasher. But this is not normal morning routine. But anyway, and it's not that. I just feel like just because we grew up in it, don't make it right. Because we had to grow up that way. Don't mean that it made it okay. It don't mean that we did the promise the way that we grew up. It don't mean that we didn't suffer issues and we didn't. It does not mean that we did not become mentally and emotionally damaged from our upbringing. And for my family, some of them to have, as they say, been clean and sober for 20 plus years. If that is the case, I've been with you to the NA meetings and all that stuff, the NA dances and all that, and I know that you have to make amends. Y'all don't make amends. You sweep it under the rug and keep it going. Like, no. I will say it, we have a family pedophile on record. I mean, not go in here because I am extra burnt black purple. But, yes, we have a full-blown pedophile in our family that touches kids. So, with that being said, no, I don't want you around me. You don't need to know where I live. You don't need to know my phone number. You don't need none of that. None. What is it going to serve you? Like, let's be honest. What are you going to get from that? Like, you're not going to get anything from it. So, because I don't have words for you. I don't have no words for you. I don't have nothing to say to you. So therefore, no, we wasn't. You wasn't around me when you was out. You wasn't, and even when you was locked up, even if you did try to reach out to me, I probably would ignore you because I did that with everybody in our family that was locked up. I wasn't writing. When I became a child, when I became old enough to make my own choices and decisions, I stopped coming. I stopped. I wasn't coming to visit y'all in prison. That's not fun. That's not a place that a kid should want to be. That's not a place that you should want to take a kid to visit a family member. Sorry, water. That's not a place that you should want to take family members to, children to visit their loved ones. And I had couple uncles in prison that we went to go see. And if it was uncomfortable for me, I can only imagine how uncomfortable it was for their daughters that we were going with to see. So, but I'm about to have my coffee, read my Bible, be in the bushes in the YouTube streets, and yeah, I'll probably come back after my kids go to school, after I get them off to school. So, everyone have a great, wonderful, blessed morning. I think it's Wednesday. Let me look. It is. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. It's the middle of the week. You got this. Got this. 2 more days to go. 2 more days. You got this.